submitted and
No,
they were
I mean,
good.
we can't stop you from submitting the application, and if it goes through, but most likely, because they don't do like a full background check, but once in a while, we have people who come in here and they have legal situations and they registered, they weren't a citizen, boom, 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 so.
This is a direct admission that non-citizens are in fact registering to vote, something that many claim is a conspiracy theory.
All right, here's the deal. To be honest with you, I'm really against everything that's going on right now, and I'm trying to do my part. So, do you mind if I fill this out, or is it okay with you?
It's up to you. That's I can't tell you what to do. If you want to fill it out. But everything is clearly stated, especially at this bottom. It says American citizen. So I'm just letting you know. If you fill that out and you're not, if it comes back to you, it comes back to you. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But we accept anything that comes over the counter.
But you're not going to report me or something like that?
No, I'm not. No, we don't report anyone. Whoever fills that application out comes to us.
But I'm just a green card holder. I don't want to get. So you're not going to report me if I do this?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. That's not my job to report anyone. My job is just to collect the application and put it and submit it to the department.
Under New York election law, Section 17106, any election officer who willfully violates any provision of the election law relative to the registration of electors is guilty of a felony. It would be a criminal offense for this worker to process my voter registration after I admitted to being a non-citizen.
Can I take this with me? Is that okay?
Yeah, take one of these. Yeah, you take that or, take another. Mm-hmm.
Okay. But just to be clear, if I do this, you will be able to submit it for me, not a problem.
Yeah, we'll submit it. That's, because we can't do our background check on you. We just collect it, this and that, and that's it.
Okay.
I mean, we're going off your word. I mean, if you check off, because at the top we'll ask you, you citizen or not. You just check yes or you check no. We get registrations come to the mail. Whatever comes through, we accept, and then it's submitted.
We walked out of the office and ultimately didn't submit any application, as doing so would be illegal. We later returned to try to get more information from this worker. However, when we did so, he seemed to get suspicious of us and consulted a coworker. He then changed his tune and refused.
Stop everything and listen to this. We just caught a New York election official admitting on a hidden mic that the system is wide open for non-citizens. This is the proof everyone said didn't exist.
It seemed like before you were about to accept my voter registration form, even though I told you I was a green card holder.
I'm just a green card holder. So you're not going to report me if I do this?
No. We accept anything that comes over the counter. We have people who come in here and they have legal situations and they register, they weren't a citizen, boom, 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 so.
How often do things like that happen? Right now, I'm in front of 200 Varick Street in New York City, New York, and inside this building on the 10th floor is an office of the New York City Board of Elections. Now, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to pose as a non-citizen Canadian green card holder.
I'm a green card holder from Canada.
And I'm just going to see how far I can get in the voter registration process. So, let's see what happens.
So I talked to a gentleman before and he said he could help me with registering to vote. It's my first time. So what do I have to show you guys?
Everything you fill out, you swear in an affidavit that everything you're putting down is true, and that's it. Can I have a seat, fill it out?
Oh, got it, okay.
All right.
I'm a green card holder from Canada.
Okay, yeah, you gotta be a citizen. I wouldn't fill it out.
You wouldn't fill it out?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta be a citizen to fill it out.
Notice that he doesn't tell me it would be illegal to complete the application as a non-citizen, only that he doesn't recommend it. From here, things get even more concerning.
The reason why somebody told me that they were a green card holder and that they came in and then...
Wait, did you catch that? Look at the guy's body language in the back. He's basically explaining how the entire gatekeeping system is just a suggestion. We're at 200 Varick Street, right in the heart of New York, and the guy behind the desk is casually admitting that the background check process is basically a sieve. You've got an undercover reporter literally saying he's a green card holder, which means he's not a citizen, and the official response isn't, no, that's illegal. It's more of a, well, it's not recommended, but we won't stop you. It really makes you question what the actual protocol is if not recommended is the strongest pushback they can give. If you pay close attention to the way he describes the registrations going through boom, 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 it sounds like he's seen this happen 100 times. It's that casual nature that's the most alarming part. He's not whispering, he's just laying it out like he's explaining how to validate a parking ticket. It's a total breakdown of the very first line of defense in our elections.
Honest with you, I'm like, I'm really against everything that's going on right now, and I'm trying to do my part. So like, do you mind if I fill this out, or like, is it okay with you?
It's up to you. That's like, I can't tell you what to do. If you want to fill it out, fill it out. But everything is clearly stated, especially at this bottom. It says American citizen. So I'm just letting you know. If you fill that out and you're not, you know, if it comes back to you, it comes back to you. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
But you.
But we accept anything that comes over the counter. You know.
But you're not going to report me or something like that?
No, I'm not. No, we don't report anyone. Whoever fills that application out comes to us.
But I'm just a green card holder. Like, I don't want to get. So you're not going to report me if I do this? Cause
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. That's not my job to report anyone. My job is just to collect the application.
This part right here is the absolute smoking gun. We accept anything that comes over the counter. That phrase should be a wake-up call for anyone worried about election integrity. He's essentially confirming that the Board of Elections acts as a passive funnel rather than a security filter. When the reporter asks if he'll be reported, the worker's immediate response is a flat no. It's like there's a total disconnect between the law and the actual day-to-day operations in that office. If the gatekeepers are explicitly told that reporting potential fraud isn't their job, then the law might as well not even exist. You can see the reporter trying to give him every opportunity to say, this is a crime, but instead he gets instructions on how to submit the form anyway. It's that see no evil mentality that creates these massive loopholes. If you're wondering why people are so fired up about the SAVE Act, this interaction explains the whole thing better than any news anchor could. It's a policy of intentional ignorance.
Went in when I said that I was just a green card holder. Here he is now. He doesn't want to atone for what happened. You mentioned to me that you've had situations where non-citizens have registered to vote. Can you tell me more about that? Can you tell me a little more about that? It seemed like before you were about to accept my voter registration form even though I told you I was a green card holder. How often do things like that happen? I just want to know, so you were about to accept my voter registration form the first time until upper level management got involved. How many, if any, non-citizen voter registration forms do you guys process? How often does that happen? Because it seemed to me like you were about to accept my form. Can I get an idea of how commonplace this is? Are you concerned about the...
Now, look at the shift in energy the moment they're outside. This is the classic caught in the act reaction. When he was inside the office, he felt protected by the bureaucracy, but out here on the sidewalk, the silence is deafening. He won't even make eye contact with the reporter. It's fascinating how quickly the helpful advice disappears when there's a microphone and a direct question about accountability. He knows he messed up, and you can see him frantically trying to get away without saying a single word that could be used against him later. The reporter is asking the exact questions we all have. How common is this? How many non-citizen forms have you actually processed? The lack of an answer tells you everything you need to know. This is what happens when the light finally hits the cracks in the system. It's one thing to hear about these issues in a speech, but seeing the person responsible for the process refuse to defend it is a whole different level of proof. The evidence is out now, and it's getting harder to ignore. Make sure you share this before it gets buried. Catch you in the next one.